right. Good morning, everybody. It's House Edge Live with Johnny from ProCraps on Casino Gaming TV. I got to tell you, I'm loving the name of the show. Remember, we had this whole thing about what should we call the show, and we were back and forth. I think House Edge Live just kind of feels right, doesn't it? I know California Craps Club, digging it. I think it flows off the tongue really easy. It's easy to say, and it's cool. So anyway, I think we're doing all right with that. What else is going on over here? Boy, the other day I was crowing about how great the weather was over here, right? We had all these great 95-degree sunny days. It's been beautiful. Blah, blah, blah. The last 3 days have been horrible. Like, I'm all stuffed up. You can probably hear it in my voice. We've had this. There's a big fire. Well, there's all of Canada is always on fire, but there's a huge fire over on the Olympic Peninsula, the west coast of Washington State, and this massive wind. It's blowing so much smoke over here. You can't even see across. You know those mountain pictures I show you? You can't even see the mountains. It's so smoky here. You can't see anything, and we're all just like coughing, pretty bad. It's one of the worst smoke years I can remember in a while. But anyway, that's not why we're here. We're here to have some fun today on a Friday. Let's get after here. Let's talk about. Let's get our little disclaimer out the way. But I say that like it's a bad thing. It's a good thing to talk about stuff. I think why are we not getting our thing to work? Oh, you know what? I got the wrong thing on there. That's why. Duh. Here we go. Booyah. That's what I wanted to see. The bridge. Remember, and I think Ken says this the best, right? The best bet is never to make a bet. Don't gamble with money you don't have, right? And there's no guaranteed way to win. All that to say, these shows are fun. We're having a good time. We're trying to explore ways to play that are more enjoyable, that are potentially more profitable, right? But you've got to bring it all together, right? You've got to marry up your bankroll, how risky a move you want to make, right? How you view opportunity. Do you want to lean in and create opportunity, or do you want to just have opportunity to make small profits? Like, there's two ways to look at these games, right? It takes discipline to play in either case for sure, and setting reasonable goals and expectations. I think it makes it all work, right? If you've got the mindset and you've got a good strategy, it all comes together nicely. And what happens is, honestly, your experiences is so much better. Even if you don't win, your experience is better, right? We talk about this all the time. Like, if you want to play the pass line with max odds, fine. I call you a quitter, half tongue in cheek, but half true. That's fine. If you want to play that way, it's fine. I'm not judging you, right? If you want to play all across and press 5 times and pray for the miracle, good for you, man. That's all good. Matter of fact, BDT, who's in our chat, or BDC rather, who's in our chats all the time, Vegas Day Tripper. I think he posted last night. He hit the ATS with $100 on it. He had like a 2,525, and he hit it, and he hit the end twice. That's great. Those are great stories to tell, right? As long as that's not your bankroll building plan, right? Like, that's a great home run. If you want to, light money on fire and go for that, that's cool. If you're the kind of person that enjoys that kind of risk, right, to get that huge ass reward, that's cool. That's up to you, right? Me, I'm in bankroll building mode, right? I want to build bankroll. I want to stash money so that when I'm done working, I got a pile, right, to gamble with, move with, buy a second house with. I'm into it for different reasons, right? And that's, you know what I mean? I may never get there. I may lose every day, never get there, but I'm trying, and I'm enjoying that. Anyway, here we go. The schedule for the world, right? We know we have our stuff coming up here in less than a month. Big AZ is going to be there right after me, and Casino Tears has got a whole slate of events coming up. If anything new pops up, I'll let you know on this screen here what the big schedule is. But it looks like we got a pretty packed few months here coming up after Craps for the Cure, along with a couple of cruises that I'll be on. Speaking of Craps for the Cure, we have you'll see that I've changed the thermometer a little bit. So now I'm actually calling out the training. So we've had $1,000 or so in training stuff purchased, which is great. We've had $750 in donations. We've had 7 tickets sold so far. Move my mouse. It's in the middle of my floor. Oh, it is. Really? You can see that? Weird. Oh, yeah. Look at that. I didn't realize my mouse was being shared. Okay. Duh. Thank you for that, Randy. Anyway, we're looking good here. We got some traction going. Hopefully we get some more on the way through. I got a couple interviews I'm doing here that will start getting some light on this thing pretty soon, and I think we'll get some of the bigger ticket items going pretty soon. Looks like there'll be 2 raffle items this year. We're gonna have one raffle item that's from Heavy, which is of course his weekend seminar. I think Gargoyle is gonna donate something big for the raffle. I don't know what it is yet. We'll talk through that, but that's it. We're gonna have a raffle on Saturday and a raffle on Sunday, and that's it. We're not gonna do 50 things. We're gonna do just money, 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 a couple of raffle items, and everything else is going to be straight donations, right? That's the plan this year. So good. Dan's going to be there, of course. That's great. We do have our, I'm locking in the time, but we have our private table figured out now for the, for Friday and for Saturday. I also have, I think, cross your fingers, a new logo for Craps for the Cure. It's very similar to last year's logo, but it's coming pretty soon. So I had to fire a couple of designers and finally got the thing figured out. So I think we're good there. So all right, Dan is testing a move so far: 7 wins versus 1 loss. Well, good. Maybe once you figure it out, we'll put it up here. So I think we're gonna move ahead and work through some of the 1 win and walk. I'm gonna finish up this set, and then we may do another set. I mean, I'm having fun with this thing. I hope you guys are too. We may do another set coming up. But the idea here is, again, this is the brainchild of Ken from Ken Knows Gambling. This is win 1 and walk. It's win 1 value, 1 something. Whether it's a unit for you, whether it's a bullet in your rack, whether it's a whatever, your move works, whatever it is, do it once and stop. Okay? We're trying to keep it as simple as we can, right? We're trying to make any win we get, we're going to call it a win. Any win that we get. I said this before. I was telling my mom this last night. Matter of fact, we went to play blackjack last night again, and I'm doing great in blackjack. But I'm on this incredible streak right now, like where the move is working. Right, the 1 3 2 4 is working. Sometimes right out of the gate. Sometimes it takes a minute, but it worked last night again twice. Right, almost back to back. Right, I got the 1 3 2 4 with a 1 unit base. I got it again with a 2 unit base, and I locked up $150 in profit from $100 in about maybe 30 minutes, like almost a full shoe. And I'm like, that's it, I'm done. Like the move I was doing worked, right? The first move worked. I had my money back. I had my profit. I locked my profit. I took $40 and I said, like, this extra 40, we're going to try it 4 times. And it worked in one of those 4 times. Done, right? The way that you manage your bankroll, the way that you create discipline, and the way that you play is what we're trying to show here, right? There's going to be variance. We experience some of that. There's going to be money management practice we have to do. We're working on that, right? We're stress testing everything. And that's the whole point here, is having some fun with it all and just seeing it. Now, I've been doing these 5, the Horseman, the Pass Line, Newberry's Don't Pass Ladder, Uncle Angelo's Back Wall Lay. Yesterday was I Can't Believe It Wins. Today, maybe we'll do something different, right? Next week, I will restart the series with the 0 bankroll, and we'll do other ones, right? Again, part of this is finding what is John's fantastic 5. What is my best 5? Ken's got his best 5. I've got my favorites, right? But we learned some of my favorites, like Philly Special, right? Like Duck and Cover, like the Skill 66, don't work in this mode. They don't work for a 1 win and walk. Most of the time, those things, if they get hammered, they don't come back. They're great to hammer a good table. They're great to create opportunity, but they're not great for a paycheck, right? They're fun ways to play. They're great for excess. Some of the ones we're playing now might fit that same bill, right? Some of these things are made to grind, and the grind is where the paychecks are made. The grind is where the bankrolls are built so that you can go out there and have fun with the crazy stuff, right? Next week, I'm gonna put these 5 in on ice. We're gonna play 5 different ones, and one of them might be Skill and Luck's Unicorn, the Moon Bow, right? One of them might be one of Dr. Dan's strategies. One of them might be Can't Believe This Wins might make the cut and become a thing. So that's the plan moving forward. All right. So today, let's close her out here and let's get down to the table and we'll play our ways. Here we go. Let's move the you know the drill. Keyboard and mouse have to go bye-bye. The layout has to move a little. Again, this is my mouse pad, so like when I'm working at home, actually, this is what I really use. All right, here we go. Let's get the dice over here. Let's get the chips over here, and I think I got this set up. What is this from? Oh, this is from the 160 across, right? I don't know what this is. Why did I have this set up like this? We're doing the Horseman, right? So we're doing 2 units, 1, 2, 3 combats as the first level, right? We're doing the second level is going to be, it's our laddered Horseman, right? So there's level 1. Level 2 is going to be 100 and then 50, 50, 50 for the combats. And the third level is going to be 150. You see how we're doing this, right? Easy math, right? 150, 100, 150. The level is $50. And then the bumps or the ladder will be like this: 3, 3, and 3. It's always a 2-to-1 ratio. Nice and easy to follow, right? It's always whatever your don't pass is. You have 2-to-1, 2-to-1, 2-to-1. That's how it works. Nice and simple. Let's hope we don't need all 3 levels. Let's hope the horseman can catch it out of the gate and keep ourselves afloat here. And there we go. First don't pass. There's your first 3 combats. Let's make ourselves a paycheck on a Friday. Here we go. Coming out. All right. Can you see that? It's weird that with the I'm losing like visual space here somehow. All right. Is that better? Here we go. Coming out, baby. Oh, by the way, profit. Remember we were down 1,500 or whatever it was a couple weeks back, right? We've battled all the way back. All the way back from down 1,500 to being up $150, right? Pretty cool. This one is a ladder, not a step. This is a true ladder, not a step ladder. The Newberry one is a step ladder. So here we go. How about a come out 3, huh? Or a 10 will work. That's great. Come out 10. Into the come we go. And a 6. Come goes to a good number. The next come bet. Again, we're loving the 7 early in this strategy, right? This is designed to give me the PSO win here. If not, we get come bets and we can be a right side player. There we go. There's a 4. That's an ugly number for that come bet. And then the third come bet comes out. And there's a 6. The 6 pays. So the 6 comes down. I get move my bank over here. And gets paid. Comeback goes to the 6. We bring 2 units back. So again, we're looking to put 5 units over here on the right side. Okay, we have 4 units out here in play. Let's have a good run, huh? Another 6. The 6 comes down and gets paid. We're in great shape right now, right? We're in great shape. Technically speaking, we're at paycheck. If you look at this, right? We have 4. Remember, we start with 5 units. We have 4 back. If 2 come bets hit, Bob's your uncle, man. You got this here. Technically speaking, I can take the 10, right? And I can put $50 on the 10 right now, or $35 on the 10, and lock in the profit. We can be done. We can be 100% done right now. I can lock this thing up, make sure $50 comes back, and play the 4 out, right? Matter of fact, what I'll probably do is take this quarter here as nickels. And again, let me just do this. I'm not gonna. I want to make sure that we're kind of being honest about this, right? I wouldn't actually probably do this, but you could take $35 over here. Put 15 in here, right? Now you've got this 50's coming back no matter what, right? You're either going to win 50, right? And bring this guaranteed back, right? Or you're going to win 15 over here, right? Or this might win $70, right? That's a way to kind of hedge this thing off and ensure that you're bringing 2 units back to your rack in any case, right? Or let it sit there. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to not do this. Okay, I'm going to leave the money in my rack the way I would let this thing ride out, but I'm going to put it up here anyway, just to show you if I did it, what would happen. This is an if bet. If this hits, we're not going to take it, but I'm going to show you in the chips what would have happened if. Just I want you to see what hedging off or canceling out this don't pass does for you. All right, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to put what is that? $15 over here. So you can see what happened. This $15 came from that. I just want to show you, right, as a teacher, what happens. Here we go. Move this out of the way here. And there's a 9. Ooh, that was almost the you-know-what right there. That's the big midnight. Good shooter here on shooter 1, huh? There's a 5. How about that 4? Let's get that 4 to pay out, huh? Dr. S loves lead. There's a 7. All right, so we lose the 4. We're going to get paid here. Now, the way that I play this out, there's a 3 unit profit, right? That's perfect, okay? Let's leave it here, though, okay? Obviously, we're going to lose that 1, right? Now, let's see what would have happened. We had 4 units in the rack. We had $50 here, okay? What would have happened if we did this bet? What does it look like for you as a player? Well, what happens on the 7 is you lose the 35, right? But you still get paid your 50, right? And you come back to the rack, and what you would have had is this: your money back plus 3 units and the 15, right? You end up making a little extra money on that deal, right? That's what could have happened, right? As it is for us, we're just 3 units up, and we're good. So there it is. There's the There is the Horseman today winning $75. Yesterday at 125. Today at 175 because it did the whole series, the whole sequence. All right. The ladder, by the way, not so much catching on, however. I don't play a ladder. Remember what this costs, right? This ladder is not cheap to do this, and it's not enough. All right, let's run through it. You got 125 here, right? This is going to be 275 to get that through, right? Or 250 on that one. So 125, 250 plus let's go 250 there. 375 here. Okay. So this 3-level ladder, right, is 125 plus 250, right? That's 375 plus 375. That's 750, right? But you need another 2 of those to go through. The next level is 200, right? 100. Another $500 for the next level, right? That's level 4, and level 5 then becomes 250. And then these become 1 1/4 each, right? 125, 125, 125. So to get to 5 levels, you need another 500, 1,000, another $1,200 to get through level 5, right? So you end up needing $2,000 to pull off only 5 levels, and I think 5 levels is probably cutting a little short. Ladders are cool, and they can work, but again, you need bankroll to do it. Don't ever go to a casino with a ladder without the money to take care of it. And you got to be okay in a ladder losing all of that, because the ladder is your hammer. You have a ladder to go 4, 5, 6 levels deep. That's the point of having the ladder. If you can't afford to get 4, 5, 6 levels into a thing, don't play it. Don't bring it. Be careful. All right, here we go. Now we're going to do the line progression, my new favorite one, right? This is my blackjack strategy, by the way. So here we go. We're going to go with green chips, and first we're going to go 2, 4, 6, 8 chips, right? It's 8 units. Whatever color you want is the bet. Why? Because you're going to go out for 1 unit. If you win the unit, you bump it to 3. When the 3 wins, we come down to 2. If the 2 wins, we bump it to 4. And if the 4 wins, we go home happy campers with 2 units there and 5 units or 10 units in profit, right? We love that. That's the play, right? It wins 10 units, so we give it 4 cracks of 2. We burn 8 units to win 10, effectively, right? Once. If you want to ladder that up, the next level of that has to be 4 units each, right? So it's going to be, these will be $50 pulls, right? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 times 4, 4, 4. And look how big this ladder gets. This one here gets expensive, right? So the first level is 200. The second level is 1, 2, 3, 400. And the next level becomes 800. These things become, instead of 2 times 50, it's 2 times 75. Okay, so it looks like this. There's 75, 75. It's 150 per. Okay, so there's 75. There's 75, and here's the last 2 times 75. So again, the cost of this one ends up being 200, 400, 800. So it's $1,400 to get a 3-level progression here. Okay. Now again, you got a lot of cracks at it. When you're doing this pass line progression, right? You're taking 4, 8, 12 cracks at winning 4 in a row. Okay. Ought to be able to be done, right? That's the idea. So 4 cracks at it. Again, this is my blackjack strategy. When I play blackjack or Bach, this has been my go-to for quite a while now. This is the way I've been playing it out. And again, I've been catching them, right? From $100, I've doubled my bankroll almost every time because I've been catching them, right? So there we go. So the ladder's fine on this one here. Let's go. First one is a single unit bet on the pass line. Any win we get, we're done. If we can get the 1, 3, 2, 4 to work, fantastic. If not, we'll just take our win when we get it. Matter of fact, we'll probably be at a 1, 3 most of the time on our win. Here we go. All righty, we got us a 7. So there it is. It's done for the day. Boom, boom, done. It wins, right? There's your 1 unit win. Done. That strategy's done. We do have time today to roll it out. So we're going to call the win, right? But let's play it out just for fun. Doesn't count. This is what counts. We're actually done. But I want to roll it out so you can see the pattern. Okay? So let's repay it, put it up, and we'll drop the 3 on there. Let's see if we can't make this thing work today. Just for that. I want to see how far we can go in the ladder before we get our 4 in a row. But we did lock up. We're locked up. So anyway, coming out again, we got a 9. So let's go. Let's get a 9 and make the 3 pay. There's a 5. And there's the 9. Look at that. The 3 pays. Boom. 3 pays. We drop down to 2 units. Now, what you do in your rack is this. You used 2 units, right, to get here. There's 2, 4, 6. You put your 2 units back. The bankroll is safe. You have 2 units in profit and 2 units in play. Okay, this is, again, the 1, 3 always locks you up with 2 in profit from that round and playing with 2. I love that. If it happens on the first shooter or your first bullet, then you're in River City, right? The blackjack I've been playing the last few weeks, my first couple of hands, this is where I end up. I'm like, okay, I'm already locked. I've already got my profit for the day locked up. Now I'm playing for fun, right? Here we go, coming out. Let's grab a come out 7, huh? Oh, it's a 10. That'll make this harder for us, obviously. There's that 5. How about a 55 here, huh, shooter? What do you think? 55, Bubble Man? Yes, you're right, Scott. I did screw that up. I was talking too fast. Thanks for calling that out. I think I had too many green chips out here that I was messing with, and I screwed it up. There's a 5. We need that 55, baby. Come on. 55. There's an 8. Come on. 8 again. 5 again. Boy, these right here, huh? Right there. The bubbles found a pocket. There's the 7. So it doesn't happen for us. So in that case, it's fine. The 1-3 part worked, so you get your 2 units, and you're still either up 25 or 50 today. Easy peasy, right? That thing, I'm telling you, try this one at home. Try it on your live app when you're playing with people. If you can put up with not being paid up in here when all this crap's going on and just work this part of it, I think you'll dig it. I think you'll actually find that it works pretty well, and it's kind of fun for you. So of all the line plays that there are, that is one that I think is actually kind of fun. So, all right. So we got 2 back-to-backs. We got the Horseman and parlay. Now, Uncle Angelo time. And again, we're only going to put $200 at risk on this one. Okay, we're not going to play this one super hard, or $400 at risk rather. We'll do 200 twice. And we'll put $100 over here. I think we do. What is our number? We do 100 there. I do 100 here, and I do 25 in red, or 20 and 25 in red, or 15 in red, and 15 in white. There we go. So we need our 50. So we have 100, and then we have. Come on, Johnny. Then we have 25 over here. So we have 125 as excess money, plus $200 to play it out. Here we go. This one's easy. The Uncle Angelo back wall lay. Why is it set number 4? Did I miss one? Oh, we missed. I'll come back to Newberry. We'll do Newberry later. Yeah, Duracell. Come on, man. You know what's going on. We do 5 of these things. We're not comparing. We're doing 5 back to back to back to back. Right. This is Ken's thing. Finding out the best 5 that you like. Right. It's 5 back to backs. Here we go. Again, I'm working the system over here. Right. We're trying to decide which ones we like or hate the most. So, all right, back wall lay. Bam. There it is. It's 40 on the 4 and 10, 30 on the insides. We got to put that vig out there, and here we go. I could play them at the same time if I had a bigger felt, for sure. And I don't have a computer set up to do it, right? I'm building the app right now to be able to do things multiple. But I think people like seeing the rolls and the chips move around. But yeah, this felt's way too small to play more than one at a time. So anyway, here we go. Let's come out. How about a come out 7? We haven't had a come out 7 yet in this thing. All right, 5 goes down. Bring them all forward. We got our VIGs back. We hopefully don't have a you-know-what happen right here. Back to the front we go. And we got a 9. Bam, 35. So we got our money back, right? We lost 30. We win 35, right? That's all good. We'll take that back there. We'll put this back over here, and we'll put the bets back behind the line and wait for the come out roll. And that's it. They're going to sit back up there with new VIGs, and that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here we go. Let this person, the point is 5, right? Let this person figure it out. Swap cameras. Duh. Thank you. Why am I on the other camera? There we go. Jeez. I must have hit my thumb. Must have hit it, yeah. All right, there's a 4. There is the 5. Okay, so the point gets hit. We're coming out. Now the back wall lay is activated again. Let's get a come out 7. Come out 7. Woo! Finally, we got one. All right. So here's what happens on the come out 7. You lose all your VIGs. Your VIGs go to the house. They keep all that money, right? Because these bets all pay. What do they all pay? Well, the 6 and 8 pay 30 each, right? 30 or 25 each. 30 pays 25. The 5 and 9 are going to pay 20 each, okay? 30 pays 20. 3 pays 2, right? 20 each there. The 4 and 10 at 40 also get paid 20 each, okay? Bam. So what does it look like when it all comes back to you? First things first, we take our actual bets down. Make those look like green chips, okay? So here comes the $200. That's our 200. Back into the rack. Oh, there's the 6 and the 8. There's our $200 back. So our bankroll's good, okay? Coloring up the reds. 1, 2, 3. 3 greens for the reds. That goes away. And the 5 extra. So we're going to make 125. 130 is the pay for the lays minus your VIGs that we had to pay. Okay. Let's put this part of the rack back together. We had 15 in red, or we had 10 in red, and we had 15 in white. I'm going to get that looking correct. There's 5 and 5. There's our whites back. Our net for this strategy today is 125, 130 minus about $2. Okay. I think I've got 5, 10. Yeah, so I got to go drop this in here, get 5 more. And there. So we have 128 net profit today on that one. So that goes over here. So Uncle Angelo won today, which is cool. I love that one. It's just a goofy, stupid, cool, fun strategy that you probably wouldn't play. I did play it a couple times and won some money with it, but it's not the kind of thing you're going to run out there with as I go. All right, let's go backwards one. I forgot to do Newberry's ladder. Newberry's ladder is very simple. We're going to do, again, we'll do $800 or $400 here. We'll do another 50 in reds, and that's it. We're just going to ladder it up, a green at a time. We probably need, I think 400 is probably enough. We'll do 400. We won't go any further than that. This ladder gets that deep, we're going to be in trouble. All right, 1 unit on the don't. Let's go. It's a 7 on the come out, so we lose that. So we ladder it up. Go to 30. Remember, this is a baby ladder, the step ladder, Skill Luck calls it. That's going to be a 4. That's good. A good number for the don't pass. Here we go. All right, there's a 9. Looking for big red. Another 9. That's another 9. Wow, 3 in a row. An 8. 11. Let's go to 7. Come on, 7, 7, 7. Another 10. 5. We are bouncing everywhere. All over the place today, huh? Another 8. Good Lord. Come on, man. Another 8. Wow. What a great shooter. What a great shooter. We're going to be patient, though. We're going to be patient. We're not going to get sucked into the vortex up here, right? Although this is a hell of a shooter. Another 8. That's a 4th 8, I think, right? I'm not keeping track, but that's pretty good. And a 6. Wow, what a shooter. What a shooter we have here. We have a shooter. Another 9. 4 9s. 3 5s, 4 8s, 5 8s. Repeater on the 8. There it is. Woo! How about that? And there's the 4. We get knocked off the point. Wow. All right, we have to ladder up. Baby ladder, 35 on the point. Here we go. There's a 9. Let's beat that 9. Let's beat that 9. There's a 10. Big Red's been a while, huh? There's Big Red. All right, $35. Let's do it. 35 bucks. And we come down a level. Remember, as soon as we get our bets over here back to where they should be, our bankroll looks like it's 50 here and another 100 here, we know that we're done, right? The rack helps you kind of know where you are if you use it, right? If you use the rack to your advantage, right? There's the 5, which has to now scare everybody, right? There's a 5. There's a 9. 10. Another 9. Boy, it was good seeing that repeater 8. That's kind of fun. Kind of fun, right? Another 9. It's a leaner. Doesn't matter. It's not a 7 or anything. So they'd probably call that an 8, I think, right? Wouldn't have affected us either way. There's our 7 out. So we get paid 30 bucks on that line. Come down a level. 75 there. So we have now, technically speaking, we're up 5 bucks, right? That's not enough to call it. But the ladder has worked itself back. Now we're back at base. We're actually $5 to the positive side here. Let's get one more win and we'll be okay. There's a 6. We got to fight the good fight on the big number. We get beat on the 6. Okay, so we're gonna have to go back up again the ladder. Here we go. Climbing up, climbing down. Climbing up, climbing down. 4. That's good. That's a good fighter right there. 6. 5. Ooh, I thought that was going to be a 7 to 9. There's a hard 10. Ooh, 3. Got lucky on that one. 6. Well, the bubble's hot today, isn't it? The bubble is really doing good today. Wow. A midnight. And there's the 7. Okay, so there's good roll, right? Everybody makes money, and the don't pass player still gets paid, and everybody's happy, right? So we come back down, and we're getting closer to it, right? We still need another green chip win here, but we can call it. 1 green chip. How about a come out 3? What do you think? Come out 3? No, come out 7. We're going to just bounce back. I need to get 2 in a row. I need 2 in a row down here. Or now I need 3 in a row, right? There's a 9. 2 in a row from even, right? 8. 6. 9. Oh, that's the point. All right, now we're going to go to 2 units. Ooh, boy, back up we go. Yeah, it does seem like a wait. And there's an 11. Now we're going to be, look at this. Look at us. We're going to be up to $40. Woo, baby. We got to fight on this one. Coming out to a 10. We've not seen craps come out numbers today. 9. 7 out. Okay, that's going to pay 40. We'll come down a level. 1 there. 3 there. The reds are good. The greens are down 3. Coming out. 4. 8. 8. 7. All right, there's bam and a bam. Come down a level. So again, we're 2 greens light, but we've got 3 reds up here, so that's good. Coming out. Let's avoid disaster. The come out has been kind of killing us here. 6. Very hard being a don't better, isn't it? Right? You gotta wait. Somebody in chat said you gotta wait. All these numbers are rolling. You're getting nothing out of it. You're just gonna sit here and grind it away, right? So there it is, right? I pull this back. There's our bankroll. There's our bankroll, and we have 25 in profit. Now, it's not a pretty 25, but we made it, right? We made it through, and whatever. Bob's your uncle. We got it done. So that was that one. All right, our last strategy in the Fab Five today is ladies' choice. So whatever you want to see me do, we'll do. I've been doing Crappy's Can't Believe This Wins. I've done some other stuff. I think that makes good sense to do that one again because we just gave it a couple of chances yesterday, right? There's 150, 160 across. So we need 160 a few times, but I want to start getting ideas from y'all. What do y'all want to see as the last one, right? We're kind of let's see, 150. We can do 3 bullets of it, right? 3 bullets of this one, which is 160 across. Can't Believe This Wins. Again, another fun one. This is a Crappy the Craps Man. Not a grinder play all day, but the pineapple press, right? I'll tell you what, let's get to excess and then we'll do some pineapple press. What do you think? We'll do some pineapple? I love the pineapple. Pineapple press is really cool, and I'll if you don't know it, I'll show it to you in a minute. Here we go. Puck's off. We're coming out. Now comes PSOs, right? All right, Puck's on the 6. Here we go. And there's the 7. So we're going to burn the 160 right out of the gate. That was bound to happen with today's rolls, right? I'll put this right here. We're going to get that money back, though. All right, 160 across again. Again, these right side plays, this is what happens, right? You go down 1, coming back is really, really, really hard to come back from, right? There's the 8. Watch how hard this is going to be to make 160 back, right? The grinders don't go down that big, that quick, and they grind their way back. This one here is going to have a really hard time coming back. There's a 3, craps 3. That's why I think the rhythm of these things is important. The 9 pays 35. So 25, 35 bucks. Okay, we're going to put a quarter in the don't come and bring back $35. That goes to the 10. Behind the 10 it goes. This comes down and it gets paid 50. Okay, I'm not going to do the vig. I'll put the dollar vig over here so you know that we owe it. I'll pay it later. Okay, again, 25 in the don't, and the 50 bucks, the wins come back. It's kind of how that works. Okay. There's the 9. Don't come travels behind the 9. We have 2 bets on the 7. We have 4 bets across other numbers. Let's let them all pay off. There's a 6. That's great. It pays 35. The 6 comes down. We'll put 25 into the don't, and we're going to bring back some randomness here. Okay? And we got the 7. So we're going to lose these. These 2, however, get paid. So the rack, there's the shooter that we're currently on. There's 160 and 160. And we've got half of our spread back. We went out 160 last time. We got back 65 bucks. We got about half of what we lost the first time back on that one. I'll put it over here for safekeeping. Let's run it out again. Here we go. Coming out. New shooter, new point. That'll be midnight. Aces. 6. All right. There's the 6. Here we go. 160 across. All right, let's do it. Oh my God, right there again. Look at that, the PSO. These right side, man, the right side all day strategies, boy, oh boy. You have to really, really get lucky, right? Here we go, coming out again. All right, there's a 6. New point is 6. Let's do it one more time. Last crack, right? We have to make this one work probably twice to get us through. And I got a 4. That's great. So the 4 pays, again, 50. We owe another $1 in vig. It comes down. Into the don't we go. We got to build the rack back. Man alive. Got to build her back. It goes behind the 5. 5 pays 35. 25 in the don't. And we're going to have to, we'll put all this back together again in a minute. We need a good like mid-sized run here, right? That goes behind the 9. The 9 comes down and is paid 35 bucks. We'll put 25 in the don't. We'll bring the rest back. I'm just going to keep all this together. We'll reconnect it all in a minute here. 7 out. Okay, so just like the first time, right? We're going to lose these. We're going to win those. Alrighty. So where are we at in the rack? Let's take a look. We lost 2. So there's 150, 160. That's one shooter back. We can play it again. And we have not quite enough for a second bullet. We have some, but not quite enough. We have to work a little bit. Puck's off. Let's come out. Come out 7. We don't care. There's a 10. Alrighty, so here we go. Let's play her through. 6. Okay, 35 on the 6. Comes down. Into the don't we go. I'm going to try and make this look like a shooter as fast as I can. Actually, I can do that now. I'm going to make that a green chip. Just because I want you to see the rack kind of go. We have one of those shooters completely back, which is good. We've recovered one of them. We're still playing, but you can't have these quickies anymore, right? There's a 3 that pays. That's awesome. Boom. Working on our second shooter. That's the first gimme we've had in a long time, right? Okay, that goes behind the 5. The 5 comes down, makes $35. Into the don't, the bet goes. Into the rack, the win goes. Aces again. Look at us go. Bam. Gotta love that. Ace deuce, rather. There's a 5. All right, so we're going to lose on that one. 9. Okay, so we got a 9. That pays 35. 25, 35. Bam. And I'm never going to do that Duracell, so you should know that by now, right? I'm not going to do the crapsy thing. A, I'm not allowed to. And B, that's not my show is not about playing along with me. My show is about teaching, right? So as we're doing this, there's a learning experience in here that's built into this, what we do. So not everybody wants to learn and listen to me spew opinions. Some people love it. Some people hate it. But as I'm doing this, hopefully you're learning and seeing rhythm, right? We have new viewers all the time that watch the show after the fact, right? And that's who we're kind of catering to. All right, 5, man, goes down a second time. Let's get a 4 and 8, huh? Midnight. Oh, I'd love to get a 10. Forgot about the 10. Ah, ace deuce. There's an 8. Fantastic, man. Fantastic. It pays 35. It comes down and it goes into the don't. All right, we've almost got our second shooter back, right? Yeah, I know. It's interactive, and I know we lose people on this, and I have to be okay with that, right? I have to be okay with doing what I do. I think that the learning, when we're all done with this series, right? Seeing what happened and evaluating it, that's what I do that nobody else does, right? And it is repetitive. I get you. But hopefully, at the end of it, there's some goodness there. We lose our 8. That's a bummer. 4 of the 10 of the outliers here, right? And there's the 7. So we'll lose both of those, but win the 5. And we have that second shooter recovered. Now we have 2 shooters back, right? And actually we have, we're almost where we were when we started, right? We're back down to being 55 down or $100 down with 2 shooters in play here. So we can make a shooter work. We're going to be okay. This will be it. This will be probably our last shooter of the day here. This don't PSO on me, right? There's an 8 for the point. All right, 8 for the point. There we go. Let's get her done. That's a 6. All right, 35 bucks. Sweet. That pays. It comes down and it goes over here. All right. Let's go. Let's have a good run. Let's have a good run. Midnight. Nothing happens. That's a 10. It looks like it's a leaner, but it's going to be a 10, so that'll go behind the 10. We'll take our 50 bucks. We'll owe another $1 in VIG later on. 25 into the don't. We'll bring That back to the rack. And there's our 7, which is not a good time for that, but all that falls, the no 10 pays, and we're back in the exact same spot. There's our shooter. We made $5 that time. We can do one more round. I think we're okay on time. We need more than 1 point to hit, right? More than one number to hit. There's an 8. Let's go. No, I appreciate your, oh shit, we lost it. I appreciate your perspective, Duracell. I really, really do. You should know that. And everybody who's got, opinions here and there, it's all good, right? It all matters. It all comes down to, again, I kind of committed to doing a month of this series with Ken, and I'm doing it, right? So it is, hopefully something good comes from it when all is said and done. Here we go. PSO can't leave on a PSO. You have to leave on something better than a PSO. 2 7s in a row. 5. Here we go. Last one. Last bullet. And let's get her done. Let's have a good run, huh? Ace deuce. Ace deuce. There's a 10. All right. 50. And again, another dollar in vig. We'll move that to the don't and take this back to the rack. 9. Alrighty. That pays 35. Love it. 35. That goes behind the 9. 9 goes into the don't. And we'll take another green chip back to the rack. 11 yo. We lose our don't. And 8. And I'll pay 35. 25. 35. And the don't it goes. 4. Great. It goes behind the 4. That'll pay 50. Again, I'll mark the vig here. We'll pay the vig when I'm done the show. Into the don't. And we have a shooter recovered. That's awesome. Yeah, me too. I can't wait to get back to the real table, man. All right, so these are going to lose. Those are going to win. And I can't believe this wins. I can't believe this did okay. We came back. We have 2 shooters back, basically. We're missing $50 here and 160. So we're missing 210 minus 50. We're missing 190. So we're down 190 on the, and here's the 5 for the big. So we're down 195 we're down. So let's pay that 195 that we're down out of the wins from the other strategies. So today was kind of a bummer. 100, 200. There's 5 change. So because the I can't believe this wins didn't win, our profit today was only $58 today. So that cost us money. But overall, where are we at with yesterday's money? Those whites there become a red chip. I'll color those up. These reds here become a green. I'll color those up. And these greens become a black. So all told, after a month of playing, we won $230, which seems like nothing, right? It's not a whole lot of money, right? But we were down. We were down what, $1,500? So I look at that like we basically won $2,000 when we were down. I'm okay with this. That's going to be it. We're going to zero the bankroll out. We're going to come back next week with some different stuff, and go for it from there. So let me head up to the screen here, and I do have some felt work being done. Let me show you where we're at on that. Actually, if you want to see it, I'll show it to you. Felt design. I'm trying to go green this time, actually. So let's go back over here. All right, let's go there. Come on. All right. And I've got, let's see, if I go to my desktop view, it'd be my mail. Hold on a second. Where's the art department? Here it is. Okay, that's the new look. So you can see, hopefully you guys can see that. Is that viewable on screen or no? Looks like that. So it's gonna be a greenish tint to it. I got to get the don't come in the field have got to be darker, like a more almost black color, to get the contrast right. And they have the lines as like a silver thing, and they need to be white or black. They need to be more contrasty. It's too shiny. It'll look bad on the light. But that's where it's at. The table's gonna look like this. I've got repeaters and all that up there. The big thing is I've got like all the center action here. See how it's cut off? Normally on a craps table, this thing over here, the NE7s and stuff, that's all in the middle. I've got it here so that what we can do is this. We can do like a, well, it's kind of hard for you to see, but on camera, it'll look like this. On camera, you'll just see that, right? So I've got it set up so when we're on camera, let's get that everything out of the way so you can see it better. It'll look just like this, just like only the one side of the felt will show. Kind of hard to get it lined up for you, but that's what I'm picturing, something like that. So I can zoom into that side or the other side, and just I can go. And this side over here, you can see is crapless, right? So I have crapless on one side, right? And I've got regular craps over here. So it's basically both games. I can get just the numbers on the screen, and then I have another camera that'll get just the center action. I'm going to move the ATS and the repeater stuff down here into the center. So the center will be all that stuff in the center. That's the new layout. Just got to get colors figured out and the shades of green figured out, and then we're kind of done. So yeah, that's it. Let's get this out of the way here and put the keynote back up. All right. Okay, so to go through the questions and answers now, I've covered a lot of it during the show, but let's talk through it. Duracell's got a great point, right? And I think Duracell, one of my favorite people, right? Why? Because he cares about the show. He's been with us since the first day, right? And he writes me text messages, he'll email me, and he's like, dude, like you're screwing up, or like today in public, he's like, man, you're everybody's on Hawaii Crapsters watching them playing Crapsy along with, right? That's an interactive show. This is not. This is a more teaching show, right? This show should be a half an hour, not an hour. So I went long. When I'm doing these strategies, it goes long, right? So we have to make decisions, right? And like I said, I told Ken I was going to do the one win and done challenge, which I did for a full month. We have profit. We made it $200, right? After being down 1,500, we crawled back, right? What do you learn from that, right? Again, I'm always about what's being taught, what's being learned here. Here's what's being learned, I hope. Right, let's go back a screen. The whole part of this, right, is this, right? It's about creating discipline, right? Winning one and stopping the strategy, right? You have to see the horseman. You saw 20 days of the horseman, 20 days of the pass line parlay, 20 days of James Newberry's thing, right? 10 days of a couple other ones, right? To know, yeah, I like this, or no, I don't like this, right? If I just showed it to you once, that's cool, let me try that in a casino. No, you got to see it all the times. That's why I think it's good to do every day. Now, maybe doing 5 a day is too much. Maybe doing 1 a day and walking through it for a month is better. It becomes very daily paycheck-like, but until I get my table together, I can't do a true daily paycheck like I did before because there's no table out there, right? So once I get that, we'll get to that. But I'm hoping that all this comes down to you seeing the rhythm of a strategy, what kills it. I can't believe this wins today, got torched, but it did come back a little bit, right? Do you like it or not? Do you like playing that way or not? This helps you hopefully decide in real time with real dice, with real chips, what looks good and not, to find your way. That's what I want for everybody. Find your way. Like I said, on these, and it's been said in chat, right? The grinders work. If you're going to try and make a little daily paycheck, the grinders work. And remember, when I took the non-grinders out, the first 2 weeks we did skill and luck, skill 66. We did duck and cover. We did all these hammer right side plays and got destroyed. We went down $1,500 or more. When I went back to the grinders, we got all that money back plus made profit. That I think is important to see, that these are the way to be consistently tied or up a little bit, right? You start putting in, I can't believe this wins. You start putting in these things, you're going to have massive variance, big, huge wins, big, huge losses versus being in here, grinding out those wins. So that's what I hope came out of the last month or so. New stuff coming up next week for sure. Now, there's no show Monday and no show Tuesday. I'm going to be in Seattle. My mom is going back to Jersey, so we're flying to Seattle. We're driving to Seattle, rather. I'll be gone for a couple of days and back on Wednesday. So 3 shows next week, and we'll do some different stuff. So, all right. Love y'all. God bless everybody. Thanks, Duracell, for picking at me. I love it. Odds working. I know you're out there watching somewhere. Thanks to you also for picking at me too. I know we have words sometimes, right? But it's all in good fun. These are the things that drive the chatter. So have a great weekend, everybody. Love y'all. God bless you. And I'll see you in the next one on Wednesday. Bye.